Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Monday, the 13th of July. Shockingly 45-degree night last night. That was pretty cool. Literally cool. As in cold, but it's supposed to be a predicted 81 today, so it'll be warmer than yesterday. I think ultimately the highest we got was, I think 76, 77, somewhere around in there. I think it was only supposed to be 74. But, look how as the time's going, the grass is just naturally dropping. It's weird, isn't it? They just get older and getting towards the end of their little, spawning season there. But you can still see all the spots here where the deer sleep out here every single night. And, that keeps Danny busy. If he's outside, he barks at him. Anyway, it's a Monday fun day. Let's roll off to work. Yo, come on along. 68 degrees down here in Vanchulo. My watch says it's going to be 84. It'll probably be hotter than that. It's always a little bit hotter, it seems like.
Yep.
But it's back to Monday fun day there, Mama.
Yep. She snuck back in.
Yep, the weekend went too fast as usual.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. That ride yesterday was really cool.
Yeah, that was nice.
Other than the close encounters with the odd kind.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You're gonna run into those every once in a while. But Mama, let's go in there and bust her out.
All right.
And see what lies before us. All right.
You have a good day?
You do the same, Mama. Love to see you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Been a crazy quiet day for me today. Yesterday was a day of sleep. I took a long nap after breakfast, and Kelly and them took off, and I snoozed for a little bit while they were doing that. After I got the lawn done, I was hot, and I plopped in my chair, and the air conditioner's going, and all nice and cozy in there. Next thing I know, boom. And then when I sat down to do yesterday's video, I kept falling asleep. I'd wake up every once in a while and do a little bit. And anyway, it was pretty straightforward. I got it. Just brought my stuff, finished it off here at work right quick while I was waiting in between jobs. And hope you enjoy the ride. The DJI Mic Mini worked flawlessly yesterday. So I did a search, and I'm looking to see if I can get that the USB-C adapter that kind of clicks on to the transmitter or receiver. Because I'm pretty sure that's where the problem is, or something internally got wet. I'm not sure. So anyway, I was looking, and of course now there's a Mic Mini 2, and then like a few weeks ago they released the Mic Mini 2S, which is like the Mic 3, which is very professional, vlogging mic. I don't use those because I can't get the gain to go to the right spot, and the receiver is so big. It's all digitally and fancy and everything else, and it's just so big on the side of my camera. The Mic Mini, the Mic Mini 2, and the Mic Mini 2S all have this small transmitter. So I'm searching. I can't see where I can get that USB. I see where I can get the lightning port that now it doesn't come with it because those phones are getting older and they're just not supplying it for free. So I just happened to look on Google, and for $45 I can get the receiver and another Mic Mini microphone itself that comes with a little portable charge base, and it's $45 from Amazon for the mic and the receiver. By the time shipping and everything from DJI for that little USB thing, I'll probably have $30 into that anyway. And the mic by itself, I think the mic kit is like $50. Just the mic, and the mic comes with the Mic Mini and the little charge base. I've got them where they're in the little clamshell thing, and everything goes in there. But anyway, so I got that coming. And got another roll of gaffing tape. Why is that impossible? I I needed it because I did my helmet here when I put the Cena 60S in there. And this was like the Friday before we took off on the trip. So if I was going to find it, I'm going to find it somewhere here. I mean, it was like do or die kind of a thing. And anyway, luckily that stuff, you can pull it off and it sticks again. Maybe not so good because I lost the main mic. It wasn't the adapter that was bad. It was one of the mics that got shut off. But anyway, so I got a roll of gaffing tape. I'll keep a roll here, and I've got a roll at home that stuff lasts forever unless you just like the guy, they tape, like concerts and stuff. They tape the wires going across the floors with it. And the nice thing about it is it doesn't leave any residue. It's almost waterproof. I've gotten that stuff completely soaked and it doesn't fall apart. And any time years later, it comes right off. So anyway, comes in very useful. I called every camera store, like Best Buy, any place that sells electronic stuff, and one guy says, yeah, there's one. I know a place in North Portland that has it. And he goes, but I looked where it was. And I go, I can't go there and make it home before it's even time to go home from work. But anyway, so I got the mic thing resolved, and yeah. So I'm glad it worked perfect. There's some things I'm realizing is what's causing it. I know there's like a weak connection there of some sort, but I got a whole new one coming. So that's it for that. And it worked great yesterday. That was a lot of fun yesterday. Crazy person and all. All right, it's time to roll out here. I'm bouncing. Still 81 degrees out here. So last night, because I had so much with that ride, surprised I got it down to what I got it to. Took Sasha for a walk. We got about 3/4 of the way down. Well, we were passing this first house on the right. Just as we were starting to get towards the edge of their property, there's a clump of fir trees over there. And this crow is screaming like a child. Going, ah! Ah! I kept doing it really loud. And I'm like, geez, what's that thing? Heck's that thing doing, And the closer I get, the more and louder it's screaming. You don't think there's nothing there, Shishi? Come on. So I get up close to it, so I just scream back at it. Well, about 5 or 6 crows come flying out of this tree. And they went down the road quite a ways and then turned around. The fields are off to the left. They turned around and came across that field and flew right over me. And then the other's just making regular crow sounds. And then the one is still doing, come on, Sasha. The one's still doing that scream. So for a brief moment there, I thought to myself, is this crow warning me of something? So I don't think nothing of it. I thought about it for a couple seconds and off I went, So we get about 3/4 of the way down. All of a sudden, Sasha stops. Her head's pointing straight up. Her ears are all perked up. And she's just standing there. And then she, ducks her head really low, like a wolf does. Looking really low. Then she looks back at me. And then starts staring down there again. I'm going, I don't see nothing, Trying to adjust my glasses, make sure I've got the sharpest view, And I'm like, Sasha, there's nothing. Well, I don't know if she's seen, smelled, or heard something. But tried to go. I go, you're not wanting to turn back, are you? So I'm looking at her, looking back at me. Quit. That's a beer can. Get out of that. That's kind of scary, the beer cans I see up and down this road. And there's a bunch of young kids coming in and out of here. Some of them going quite fast. But anyway, so I start walking and she's standing there. So I walk past her. I said, did you want to go back? So she's kind of looking at me and looking back down the road. So I acted like, I was going to turn around. I said, you want to roll back? And she was all about coming back. So she drugged me all the way to the house. So as soon as I get in the house, I come in the house and And Christy's freaking out because her car, I parked it way up against the barn at one point, and because I mowed the grass yesterday. Well, she went to get the car, and she goes, something's like breathing hard and scratching against the back of the barn. She goes, can you go out there and look at that thing? I said, well, yeah, I'll go walk out there. She goes, and Danny's freaked out, and he won't go outside. And he's just sitting next to Christy's legs. Hey, there's got a car coming, so I need to stop. That's something big moving through there. Must be a deer back there or something. I hope it's a deer. So anyway, I'm going, that's really weird. So I tell, Christy and Kelly about, the crazy crow and then what Sasha did. And they're going, oh, the bear's out? I said, well, I've seen, like 3 little scat piles, over the last few weeks. And other than that, I don't see any other sign. They're kind of getting old. There's nothing fresh. And anyway, she goes, something was making this crazy panting sound. She goes, at first I thought it was some, creepy guy making some panting sound at me or something. And then I hear this like scraping at the back of the barn. I went back there. I don't see anything. It was getting pretty dark when I was back there. We took off on our walk late. And I don't know. Kind of weird. We'll see what she does when we get down here tonight. It was pretty dark. We're going. I think by the time I got back to the house, it was like 10 to 9. And I think some clouds came in and little overcast things floated over. Those ones that just kind of road clouds just passing by. So, I don't know. Is it a bear? Bears, like, they love scratching their backs, but they usually don't go near houses and stuff. Maybe they're looking for the cats or something. Oh, it was this tree right here. I walked right past it. It's up in that tree right in there. And a whole murder, well, it wasn't quite a murder, but it was at least a half dozen of them. And they flew along the tree line and went down there by that one tree that I talk about, the top looks like it got blown off. And then came back, went across these fields over here to our left, and flew back over me with that one doing that crazy scream. And then they kind of went down and went over the trees to the right, and I've never seen them again or heard them. Sasha, you diving in there, you're getting them little sticky balls all in your fur. But she enjoys it, so there we go. The car turned in our driveway. It was Kelly had an Amazon order coming. Or not Amazon, but Walmart. So I ordered another roll of gaffing tape. Oh, I told you that. Gaffing tape. And these little 4 and 5 inch little 40 gigabyte data USB-C to USB-C cables. I use them for a phone because if you're doing something, if you're using the ProRes with a phone, for video, it's better to transfer it to a high-speed SSD. And those cables make it so that the thing just wraps around and you hold the phone and the little SSD drive together. But anyway, I use those. They're so useful. I use them to dump the files off of GoPros, DJIs, and everything else. And I'll use it. I got another SSD drive that I transfer stuff off of the phone onto it because it's faster than doing AirDrop because the data is pretty quick for it. Well, one of them, I had 4, and I have 2 that work. One that was dying, I thought, man, because it was right after an update, that the phone was transferring the files like super, super slow. I thought, man, did Apple do some update and screw this thing up? Well, then I noticed I hadn't updated the MacBook yet, and I noticed it's transferring really slow to that as well. And sometimes it was fine. So, one that I leave the 2 of them stuck to the SSDs. I just leave them on there. So I grabbed one of those and, I stopped the transfer and put that on. It was the cable died. So I got 2 of those coming, some gaffing tape, and that mic mini receiver and 1 transmitter. Overnight. When do you want it? Between 7 and 10 or 10 and 3? Always pick the 10 and 3 because you say 7 and 10, they'll be there at 7. The store doesn't open till 9. And 10 o'clock, that's just it's too close. And they'll leave it at the front door of the store. Knuckleheads. Lord only knows. Only she knows what. Or sometimes I see, like field mice bouncing through there. And sometimes I see snakes. I see you getting all them little balls in your end of the barbed wire fence. You need to come back. Smunchy. Whatever it is, them bailed out on you. She goes, but I can smell it. Look at you. Well, she does that. Just all of a sudden she sees something and pounces. You're almost 9 years. You'll be 9 years old next month. You act like you're a puppy. Which is good. She's acting good and healthy. What in the world is that? No. It's a bird egg. Probably something robbed a nest somewhere. Or somehow or another the egg fell out. It looks like whatever it was hatched already. So that's a good thing. Anyway, it was about right in here. It was before we get to the swamp. It was about right in here that's where she stopped. She's no harm, no foul tonight. I imagine they can smell and hear things that, obviously we're no way of smelling or hearing. Whatever it was had her undivided attention and she wanted to go the other way. She goes, I need to sniff out whatever it was I heard. I think I just heard them crows again. Sasha? There's barbed wire back there too. I don't know where it's at. Oh yeah, it's a little bit farther than what you are. Crazy dog. I definitely hear some crows over there. Aren't they territorial? So there's a good chance the same one that was doing the screaming is out there. One of the vlogs a week or so ago, I never said anything, but somehow or another, it was the first time I used this camera since we went on our trip. Well, I had it in the rear trunk, and it's kind of wrapped in a racing goggle, kind of a silky little sock thing. But anyway, the thing must have somehow or another got turned on, and some settings got changed. Went down here, it was in 4/3 mode at 1080p. I shoot it in 16:9 at 4K with 10-bit, and I just set everything as high as it can go, and let her fly. Oh, by the way, this is the DJI Osmo Nano. So yeah, that Mic 2 and the just released Mic 2S. The thing about the Mic 2S, it has the 32-bit internal recording. 32-bit is, that's magic. If something goes wrong, you go back to the 32-bit. And it's like taking a raw picture. If you get the exposure off, there's a good chance you can pull it back to, Lightroom and Photoshop. But anyway, so I don't know what the price is, because when you go to click on the site, like I said, you get that 404 error because they're locked out. Anything that wasn't approved by December of last year is kicked out. It's some absolute ridiculous thing saying that, claiming that DJI is spying on us with their drones and everything, and DJI is just as wide open as they could be. Come to China, come to our US headquarters. You can see everything. We're not hiding absolutely, positively nothing. So instead of sending a team of guys to go investigate, they just did nothing and let the time, if they weren't, approved by whatever date it was in December, then DJI can't sell anything here in the States. So if you look up any of the new mics, any of the new drones, they don't exist. You can Google search them, and there they are, and you click on the link and you get that 404 error. Because we're blocked out. Stupidest thing. We'll have them back by December though. So anyway, end the road. I'm gonna head on back. Boy, it's muggy out here, but very beautiful. How you can focus in on absolutely nothing, and if I sit here, she'll sit there for the longest time and just sniff it out. I can hear all the computer sounds, all the data banks, searching. What is it I'm smelling? All the info being cataloged and organized. I need to stow that smell away for a later date. Alright, scraggly old mutt, let's head on back. Sasha had me in absolute stitches. You ever seen how a fox, jumps in the air and like dives into a hole? Sasha did that on the side of the road. Luckily, she went right between two strands of barbed wire. I don't know what she's seen, but she was all about it. Look at her. She's just a mess. She's got sticks and everything in her. Man, these nights beautiful. Today, sunset is at 9:01. And depending on how much time we lose tomorrow, today could very well be the last day of this year that we have a sunset that's in the 9 o'clock hour. Vancouver on Friday was their last day. It was 9 o'clock on Friday. It's crazy that already their days are getting shorter than ours. That's nuts how it does that. But anyway, we'll swing from this and go to a pre-recorded goodbye vlog with the mama, and that'll be it. We always do them things when we get home. It's nice and comfortable for her. She gets all in her PJs and gets all cozy. Gets her Facebook stuff out and looks at craft stuff and all kinds of things like that. Oh man, the other thing, how did you like the sound of Flirty in the mics yesterday? You'd hear the whistle of that Pan America every once in a while, but you could hear Flirty so good. It was like tripping me out. I thought, oh no, the audio video is out of sync, because I'd hear her shifting and I can see my throttle and clutch hand. I'm going, something's out of whack. I didn't shift. Like, you knucklehead, that wasn't even your motorcycle. But that was really cool. That was very soothing to listen to that, because I do them with headphones on to make sure everything's as good as it can possibly be. And I'm like, man, I'll never stay awake through this. Listen to old Flirty back there. But anyway, I'm going to roll out. Well, hello there, YouTube. Monday went by smoothly, kind of quietly. Even Kelly said she had a peaceful day up there. It's kind of one of those days. I think people, just doing stuff. That big thing at Castle Rock that we should have went to. Mm-hmm. It was a huge Harley event, stunts and everything else. They made a great big pad to do all the stunt show, and I think Northwest Harley-Davidson was a big sponsor of it. And we blew it. We should have went. But by the time Kelly and them got back with the bed and stuff, we'd have missed it. We'd have missed it anyway, because the races started at 7. I was talking to the parts director was talking to Kelly and I, and he says about the time the races started, everybody left. Hardly anybody stayed in the stands to watch the races. It seemed weird. Yeah. But anyway, I think we're gonna put a wrap on this here day and start our evening.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same Smoak time, same Smoak channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. All right.
See you tomorrow.
See you in the morning. Get a tickle in my nose. I'll be sneezing here before you know it.
He's gonna sneeze.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Thanks now. Bye.